and gentlemen, today I've come up with another concept that is Baudrillard's implosion. So it is a concept that is quite specific to mass media. And this presentation is a continuation of the previous one that actually highlights Baudrillard's concept of simulation. And those who haven't watched the previous video, please click the link that is provided in the description box so that you can maintain a continuity between the two. Okay, so again, I'm just giving a short introduction on Jean Baudrillard again because I just want to make you remember something about the author. Jean Baudrillard was a French sociologist, as I said earlier, a philosopher and a cultural theorist. And he has been referred to as the high priest of postmodernism. And being a sharp critic of contemporary society, culture, and thought, he is considered as a major guru of French postmodern theory. And he is best known for his analysis on media, contemporary culture, and technological communication. And he has formulated concepts such as simulation, implosion, and hyper reality. Well, so now what are the three concepts of Jean Baudrillard? So they are simulation, implosion, and hyperreality. And among these three concepts, the first one, simulation, has been discussed earlier. And today we are going to see something about implosion. So, information in mass media. So now you know how mass media have developed today. So it is a diverse array of media technologies, and it has the potential to reach a larger audience via mass communication through a variety of outlets. So information is being transmitted electronically through films, radio, recorded music, television, and much more. So there is a pressure of excessive information. No one can deny this, right? So the more and more information is being transmitted, the meaning becomes less. So this actually creates a pressure of excessive information. So inflammation of information takes place, and that thereby results in the implosion of meaning. So this gradually leads to a destructuring of the social, says Baudrillard. Well, so the social media age and the digital thinkers. So a plethora of social media tools flavor the social media, right? So just like tweets, status updates, YouTube videos, personal blogs, vlogs, etc. And a techie-savvy generation or digital natives, they engage digitally and occupy the mainstream media. And human interaction in a global village at little cost has overflooded information. So this is the situation of the contemporary society. So now we'll come back to Jean Baudrillard's implosion. So in the implosion of meaning in the media, Baudrillard claims that the production of science and information in the media destroys meaning through neutralizing and dissolving all content. So in another way, it is a process which paves way to a collapse of meaning and the destruction of distinctions between media and reality. So while the reality gets disappearing, there is an implosion or an inner explosion that destructures the meaning, right? So in a society that is drenched with media messages, information and its meaning implode, thereby collapsing into meaningless content. So Jean Baudrillard asserts that with this implosion, the content becomes meaningless. Well, thus for Baudrillard, information is directly destructive of meaning and signification or neutralizes it. The loss of meaning is directly linked to the dissolving and dissuasive action of information, the media, and the mass media. So, information devours its own contents, it devours communication and the social, and information dissolves meaning and the social into a sort of nebulous state, leading not at all to a surfeit of innovation, but to the very contrary, to total entropy. So, Baudrillard warns that the entire meaning has become a meaningless content. I mean, information is led to meaninglessness. So, a complete destruction of meaning, says Jean Baudrillard. So, information destroys meaning. Information devours its own content, says Baudrillard. So, media produces an accelerated circulation of meaning. And media is highlighted as a one-way force employed by a capitalistic state to keep society inactive and submissive. So he complains that, Baudrillard complains that the society is kept inactive and submissive by a capitalistic state. Yes. So Baudrillard's implosion of the social masses. Baudrillard's The Implosion of Meaning in Media proposes that meaning is being lost with the increase of information. So in this contemporary technological society, what happens is the increase of information has led to the loss of meaning. So our belief is that information produces meaning. But Baudrillard warns us on our belief. He warns that in the reality, information destructs meaning. So information recomputes its own content, says Baudrillard. And he tells that it simulates meaning rather than produce it. So there is no reality in it, says Baudrillard. So he means that whatever projected in the media isn't true. Right? So this information is what Baudrillard terms phantom content. So it is a part of a circular process of simulation. So this results in the hyperreal, says Baudrillard, and the concept of hyperreal will be discussed in the next upcoming video. So this dissolves the value of the science. So the act of implosion or the destructuring of meaning, or the formation of meaningless contents dissolves the value of the sign, laments Baudrillard. So meaning lies in the relationship between signs. So the signs themselves are losing value. Thus, this information is dissolved, right? So the exact or the entire information is dissolved and it becomes meaningless, proclaims Baudrillard. Well, so here we come to know that the reality is entirely separated. So implosion arises due to the destruction of the reality due to the process of simulacra. So in the process of simulacra, what happens? The reality is simulated, isn't it? So what happens? In the destruction of reality, implosion takes place or implosion arises, and reality is replaced by signs and models in the process of simulation. So in this process, the separated reality is either destroyed, denied, or incorporated, and real meaning is ruptured. So meaningfulness is destroyed. So this is what Baudrillard is much concerned about. He proclaims that the reality is separated, real meaning is ruptured, and he tells that meaningfulness is being destroyed. Well, so ruptured meaning and breakdown of reality. So now we come to know that reality breaks down. The instability of the system that is collapsing within is referred to as implosion. Finally, the definition. The instability of the system that is collapsing within is referred to as implosion. So according to Baudrillard, the system reaches its limit and collapses, imploding the real meaning. So the expanding density of simulations destroy and swallow the energy of the real. So you should know that mass media is being flooded with information. So the expanding density of simulations couldn't be taken up very easily. So that's why implosion takes place. So this internal contradiction, because of the expanding density of simulations, what happens is the destruction of meaning takes place in a system of signs and symbols that leads to simulation. And this is called as implosion. So I repeat, this internal contradiction and destruction of meaning in a system of signs and symbols that leads to simulation is called implosion. And the breaking down of reality effect intensifies and thus leading to the process called implosion. Well, so now you must understand that this is a consumer age. So a consumer age of information, media, and mass media. So there is hyper production of meaning and information. So neutralized meaning collapses finally. And what happens is there are distinctions between classes, political ideologies, and even cultural forms that eventually implode. And that finally leads to meaninglessness, utter or sheer meaninglessness. So this is what that is concerned with Jean Baudrillard's implosion. And this is somehow connected to simulation and hyperreality. And hyperreality will be very soon updated in the next upcoming video. So thank you so much for watching. And those who haven't subscribed it, do subscribe and keep watching. Thank you.